If you haven't checked out our previous episode, check out why critical thinking matters as a fashion entrepreneur versus critical thinking before getting into our task at hand. All right, so for this series, I like to bring on some groundwork, some homework. And since I'm going to be creating this platform, this educational platform, into a classroom like esque, I thought it would be very cool to bring a little bit of that element to the free platform, which is YouTube and the podcast. So, first, I hope you watched the previous episode, like I stated, why critical thinking, because it will spring off of that episode. So, if you haven't, definitely pause it, go listen to that episode. If you haven't already signed up for our Enquire Learning Lab newsletter, that has the full video. That is free to sign up. So once you have done that, I want you to also next identify which phase your fashion business is in. So I'm going to break that down before we get into the task at hand. So when I say which phase or which business cycle your fashion business is in, here are the five, and here's how I categorize it. Number one, the first one, ideation. If you have a collection of ideas and no transaction has been made. Number two, startup or launch. This is a business launch from an investor or your own funds and still trying to figure out your audience, your brand identity, and the messaging while still in the red. And when I mean red, you're still in the negative. You have not made your money back, your investment into, operating and starting the business. Number three, growth. Your business your business hits a milestone by breaking even. Breaking even is when you're in the green, you've made your back your ROI, your return investment, and getting some recognition from your brand identity and start to expand or diversify your products. Number four, maturity. This is when your business has it's a lot of construction going on. This is when your business is stabilized with your finances and is has an established customer base for returning purchases. Yet it's very important to not get complacent. And the last one, number five, which is the renewal phase. This is when a business becomes stagnant in sales and innovation with the products. They begin to hit the wall and want to rebrand or renew or rebirth something or revive. That is the five business cycles. That is how I categorize them. I want to keep them like that. So that portion will be repeated for those of you who are new or just getting started. So, the fashion task at hand. I want to get into this question based off of the previous episode and topic. I want you to grab a journal, take about 5 to 10 minutes a day, or maybe start it one day and then, kind of think about it and reflect. This is something, one of the things I stated in the previous video. But I want you to ask yourself and journal everything, every thought and everything that crossed your mind. Why is it so difficult for me, which is you, to do critical thinking? I'm asking this question to you because a lot of times people run from things that are most important, not only to their life, to their business. I'm going to use myself as an example. I used to be utterly horrible with keeping money. I can get money, but keeping it was a problem. And I was a person that I got very sick and tired of hitting the wall, getting something started, and just struggling and scraping two pennies together to make a whole $5 bill. It was just a lot. And I tightened up, I recognized it, and I sought help. I sought assistance. I was able to, afford assistance as well as open my mind up and get to the root of the problem. So if you are interested in just tapping into critical thinking and market research, this is the start. This is a start for free. I mean, like I stated before, this I wanted to bring like the classroom elements, and this would be like a snippet of that concept when I do open up the live classroom. That will be premium content. But having this experience, I think this is very good. I want to give people that opportunity. So that is a fashion task at hand by Enquire Branding. And be sure to like, share, comment your thoughts. You don't have to, but for yourself, if you do decide to do it, that'll be good. That's a start, like I stated. But you can say, you know what, I am going to attempt this. Um, or you know what, better yet, say I'm struggling. It's also great to be vulnerable. We are all here to learn, not, just laugh at people. Maybe you are just scared of the unknown, whatever the case may be. But this, if you were to share with me in the email club, I'm going to say write this a minimum of 300 words. I don't want just one line, or I don't want you to look this up or ask Chat GPT. It can be, it can be just random thoughts. It can be bullet points. It could be whatever you want it to be. But getting to the roots or just writing out, reflecting is very important. I mentioned it in the previous video, is very important. So if you want to join Enquire Learning Lab newsletter, this is a place for students to learn and experiment through hands-on activities like this one. I'm giving you guys this to build your critical thinking and research skills for your fashion brands. So even though this doesn't have fashion in it, it will build up to go on to your fashion brands. And I hope to see you guys along. My name is Makara Reed, and if you're new here with Enquire Branding, which I have rebranded and renamed from Emerge Type, Enquire Branding is an online education platform where fashion entrepreneurs learn market research principles from startup to renewal business cycle. We will offer classroom settings, community support, and content insight designed just for you. Our mission is to empower ready to wear designers to design their growth by gathering valuable information to scale your business. So be sure to sign up to our learning lab to get a deeper experience in a community base, and also just to be first in line to register or pre-enroll to the live classroom setting, which I am going for later this year. All right, but I'll see you guys in the next video.